Okay, everyone. So it's not really a hot take, but I think that artists need to stop printing their signatures in their work. Now, just hear me out, okay? So I'm going to draw some stuff here. Now, I usually don't draw as I am talking on video, but this is going to be different because I feel it's important. Okay, so most people, they do a big print. You know what? No. They do a big print for their hidden somewhere in their drawing, right? They'll draw this, this is me, but I usually actually just put my name on there. They do it real neat, and they'll put it somewhere, they'll hide it somewhere in not so plain view, but just hear me out. I feel like there's a better way to do it, because I know that some of you guys do it so you guys can have your usernames in there, and that's good, right? So I think that maybe you should still do this, but I also think that the hidden one should be a little bit more abstract. So some of you guys I know have probably never learned cursive because, well, they stopped teaching cursive. But I think there is some merit to doing it. Let me see if I can find... Oh, this is a good brush. Okay. So this is why I think you guys should learn how to do something, right? So I was looking over... The reason why we learn how to do cursive is so we can learn how to do a signature. And the signature is almost like a fingerprint. It's really hard to replicate somebody's personal signature, right? So I'm going to give you an example of my signature. I'm not going to show you exactly how I draw mine, but I'm going to show you an example, right? So I'm going to do A and J, like from the Backstreet Boys, right? So it'd be like this, right? I know that this does not look like it says A and J, but it's almost like an artistic expression of your own stuff, right? So when I write my name, right, I go like this. Now, only I know what all of these are. Some people know that this is the S and this is the first letter. But what is all this? That doesn't matter. That's not important. The point is that I think that you should do a little bit of practicing, because if you can get some letters together, like let's say my name is Zidane from like Final Fantasy IX, okay? So if my name was Zidane, what would I do? Like I would do like that, and I clearly would do the D and then that. Now let's say his whole name, right? Zidane Tribal. So it'd be like this. That would probably be my signature for Zidane Tribal. Now you're like, how did you even get that? So this is the Z. That is the T. If you can get a signature that is all the way down, like something decent, like, let me see if I can do like my mom. Like this is not my mom. This is not my mom's, but this is an example of how I would interpret doing my mom's signature. If you can do a signature all in one flow, it's very hard for people to not only replicate, but if they see your work, they know that it's in there, right? So I sign all of my work. I'll show you guys an example. Let's go to something I've already finished that might have a signature. Let's see. I think this one has a signature. Yeah, look. You see this? I'm gonna make a there so you guys can see. This is my signature. I think no one would be able to replicate that because it's too abstract. I think if you guys put abstract something like if I was going to do it now, I would take probably this color here. I'm going to pause it real quick so I don't want you guys seeing how I do it. Okay, I'm back. Now, as you can see, I've done my signature here, and it has all the letters in it. It has all the letters. Now, what you should be doing is using your actual name. I'm not saying you have to expose your name, but no one's going to be able to figure out what your name is anyway because it's too abstract. They might figure out maybe the main letters, but they're never going to be able to figure out what the actual name, your name is. I'd be very surprised if someone would be able to figure out all of my initials. Now I know that it's like kind of an unpopular thing, but I think it's something that you should do instead of just typing this. It's really, I think that in general, having a signature that is abstract and that is yours will prevent it from theft, especially if you hide it. If instead of putting your name printed somewhere, because anyone can literally trace over your name and then pretend to be you, But if you have an abstract signature that can't be replicated by anyone other than you, that's made all in one go, maybe 2 strokes. But if you can make all of it in 1 stroke, it's kind of, you have to put it all on top of each other, right? So let me see if let's see. I'll do like LVE, right? So L is like this, V, and then E. I think if you guys can do something like this, like I did it all in 1 stroke, it looks very abstract. People would have a hard time. They would know that it probably starts here, but they would have a hard time figuring out which way I started. But you guys saw how I made it, so you guys kind of already know. If you played it in slow motion, you'd be able to know the motions I made, right? So let's try another one. Let's see. Let's do CBF, right? Let's do CBF. CBF. That's so abstract. It's so crazy looking. And the thing is that's actually where a lot of celebrities do things like this, because they're so hard to replicate that you would actually need a specialist to be able to go look it over. Like I actually was talking about this with my husband. So I'm going to show you what we were talking about the other day. So Cody Rhodes, who is a professional wrestler in WWE, he's one of my favorite wrestlers. Now, what Cody Rhodes did is he went and he did a signing, and I was interested in what his signature was, right? So we went and we looked over his signatures. So I'm going to show you what I looked up. All right, so here's Cody Rhodes' signature, right? So let's look. This is when he was younger, right? So let's look at when he was younger. This is still, oh my God, these pop-ups. Now, his name is Cody Rhodes, CODRHODES. Now, Cody Rhodes, you can see here that he has C, that's an O, there is no D, and he just goes into the Y. And then this is, I believe, based on how I know about how people do signatures, this loop is a R, and it goes into S. Right? So if you look at his new stuff, right? His new stuff is very, like, here's another one when he was younger. You see right here, it says Co, and then the little slice here is supposed to be the D, Y, and then I believe that's the R, and that's the S. Now that he's, like, professional, he doesn't even have time to do all that shit. So he has, it's C, O, and then there's Y, and then this is R, and that's the S. Same with this. Like, only Cody would be able to make this. Even though you can, like, see it, only Cody would be able to draw it like this. Same here, you can see this is C-O-Y. I believe that's R and then S. I know this is like a weird video, and it is one of my first videos where someone gave me a suggestion, and I thought, you know what? I think that I will give some artists some of that information too, because it's what I do. I don't usually hide that signature, but I think that if you guys decide to make a signature, really practice it until you have it down, and then start hiding it in your artwork. Because I feel like if people have that, so even when AI stuff comes up and your art is taken, that little abstract thing will still maybe come up because it's part of the artwork. So people can start seeing if there's a pattern that they can't actually just get rid of it, because it's in the drawing, right? It's not something that they can easily replace or easily remove. I know people just make tiny little signatures hidden in the eyes and stuff that only they can tell, but this is an easier way to me that I think that you could do the same thing without having to print it out, because I feel there's a way to plagiarize your text, and especially since you can really just remove it. So it's more of a hear me out. Why don't you try it? Tell me what you think. Are you guys going to try this? What do you guys think of the ones that I showed you? Or do you guys just think I'm crazy? Also, do you like dark mode Nimbus? Okay, see you guys next time, and bye for now.